Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's format is going to be a little bit longer than we're used to, but it's going to be jam-packed with information that you guys may find interesting. We're going to be doing a 3 versus 3 fight here today with the F-15s against Su-27s, and after the fight we're going to do a group TacView, the ones that you guys enjoyed last time, and I'm going to have Moltar on here to talk about some squadron tactics. For those of you that don't know Moltar, he hosts and runs the SATOL competitions for DCS, where guys show up as a squadron and they take each other on. Moltar is also part of 51st Squadron in DCS, which in my opinion is one of the best squadrons out there. So he's very knowledgeable in the air-to-air space and on this kind of stuff. He's going to be talking to us through that kind of stuff and the TacView at the end of the video. Lastly, before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Master J and a big congratulations to him and his wife on the birth of their daughter. I originally was planning on having Master J fly one of the F-15s, but he was over at the hospital having one of the best days of his life, I'm sure. We wish him happiness and the best of luck in the future. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started with the video.
Right, my engines are on, I'm ready.
Nav lights and taxi lights, boys.
Yep, set.
Alright, everybody good?
All set, ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Roll it out.
Let's chill a bit on the climb this time, GS.
Yeah, sorry.
Going vertical.
I was kind of distracted with that beeping last time. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Have you figured it out yet?
No.
Or is it just you've accepted it?
Yeah, I just shift end it and it shuts it off. It doesn't deal with the problem, but it turns off the warning. And I'm not getting it this time, so I have no idea what it was. we'll head to the coast, alright? We're not going to go over the water, but... Actually, you know what? Let's just head to their base. Let's just fly right at them.
Sure. When we take contact, we can definitely, if we want to, we can kind of dictate what we want to do. We want to break out over the water or just push them.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go ahead and climb up to 40,000 feet. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The last thing they'll expect is an attack on their forward flank.
Yeah, especially with the EWR screaming our position the whole time. They'll never suspect it.
Alright, actually, you know what? We're a little too close. As soon as we start doing it, they're going to see the contrails. So, let's just keep it a little lower. I don't want to give us away that quickly. Especially since...
at least having a few guys. 2 guys going high is not a bad call.
Yeah, we can go high, but I just don't want to go above contrails. Because they'll just switch into EO mode and ET the shit out of us.
If you cut the afterburner for a bit, let me go high in contrail and just be solo doing that.
Okay.
I'll continue up to 35, 40 and...
Yeah, try to get to 40 plus.
Yeah. And I'll fire a few missiles, turn cold, make them freak out.
Sounds good.
And then we attack after. Enjoy the chaos that will hopefully create.
Stay alive, bro.
Yeah, not gonna YOLO too hard. The idea is just I'm gonna come back around and rejoin with you guys, and we press this unit again.
Copy that. I'm with you, bro. Air brakes off. Let's do it. Continue heading 283.
283.
Got it.
And let's do a slight bank to the right. Let's go 300.
You don't want them out over the water?
We'll divert.
We're gonna go fight them in mountains at this point if we...
Yeah, that's true.
We could just continue going out over the bay for a bit.
Well, like, here's the thing. Let's just engage them over the flat area. As soon as you see them running for the mountains, do not engage them. Turn back to the water. If you see them doing that, don't go over the mountains.
Okay.
I got nothing on here. I'm high PRF, TWS mode.
Sitting. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing as well. I'm gonna scan at 16,000 or 100.
Copy. I'm 0 to 12,000 feet at about 40 miles. They should be right in front of us. As soon as they take off, we should be seeing them.
Yep.
Okay, boys, Change of plans. Full burner and go towards the water and climb to 40,000 feet. There's no way they haven't taken off. They've 100% taken off, and they're low altitude heading for the mountains. So we're gonna have to counter that.
Roger. So what heading?
I'm heading 260, climbing for 40,000.
260. Yeah, I'm at 40,000 now.
Copy that.
Right behind you, buddy.
Copy.
But I have to stay full burner for this. Fuel is decent for now, but it won't be for ever.
Alright, sounds good. Keep checking your sides here. Look for those ET launches.
Yeah. If they come up, if they fire an ET, they have to get kind of high for that at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm climbing. And if they climb the EWR, we'll call them out for us.
Yep. Oh, I got a contact.
What do you got?
On radar.
Okay.
320 maybe, low. I'm losing him. 60 nautical miles.
Do not follow him into the mountains.
Yep, he's hot on us, so we're not going to follow him into the mountains.
320, you said?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, range?
At 4,000 feet.
Ah, sneaky.
310, 4,000 feet. Distance is 50 nautical miles.
Okay. Okay, I'm hauling ass up to as high as I can go. I'm gonna try to get to 40.
He went into a notch or something. He's gonna be in that mountainous area. Judging by the range, I'll just come left again and go further out over the water.
Copy that. We're feet wet over the water. Sunday, I have eyes on you. I think you're contrary.
Yeah, you guys on my left. I am. We're all culture now.
Okay. Yep. Affirming.
That's fine. Yeah, let's just drag him out here if they want to come.
Hey, Nylop, keep checking Sunday for those ET launches on his 6 o'clock, if possible.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, they were far.
Yeah, well, we don't know where the other two are at. That's the problem.
That is correct. Okay, I guess going above 40, we're almost out of control at this point.
We're out of control.
Yep, I just went out at 430. I'm banking into 320.
You're banking back in? You don't want to go out further?
No, this is good. 320 from here. I have a contact 40 miles.
320, roger.
I got 2 contacts. Below 26,000 feet. Stand by.
Yep.
Below 13.
Well, the
Below 13.
original plan is still good. I'll go in first, fire something, back out. They gotta defend those, and you guys can swoop in.
Copy.
I still got nothing. Where are they at?
They're bearing 340 under 20,000 at what is that? 10 miles out. No, sorry,
10?
20 miles. 20 miles. 20 miles.
Oh.
20? I got nothing on radar. I'm getting worried.
Oh crap, they're close.
I'm going for this guy. I'm coming on him.
Roger. Keep an eye on him in case he shoots. I need to know.
Copy that.
I'm gonna be in front of you guys.
I had visual on at least 2 of them here, so.
I'm at 42,000. I don't see what's going on down there.
Neither. I can't find him on radar.
I'm diving. I'm 33,000. He's bearing 350. He's low, Angels 5.
Yeah, I'm looking.
No, he looks like he's Angels. Yeah, he's Angels 5. Lower than
I'm
that, maybe.
dropping altitude and disengaging him too close. I don't see him.
Okay, I got him. Fox 3.
Turning into the water.
Yeah, I'm turning out to the water.
Fox 3.
He's got him in his lap.
Hold on, I got him. Come on, baby, splash.
Make sure you don't get traded, yes.
Yep. Splash.
Oh, they're close, 7 miles-ish.
That's the one. That's the one just splashed.
Okay, I don't know where you guys are, but
Missile.
I'm out of the water.
I don't know where it went.
All right. Should we all just egress cold? Get back towards the ocean? Oh, okay, there you go. I got them both on radar, out over the mountains.
copy that.
I'm still blind.
So 040-ish. 2 guys hot.
Distance?
23 nautical miles from me.
I see him. 20. One's at
I got missile launch.
15.
12
12
defensive,
o'clock on me.
President. Go defensive, if you can.
Copy, copy. I'm going cold over the water. Flares out.
Yep, I'm present hot. This guy's alone. The other guy banked right over the mountains again. I lost him. I'm going for the closest one. He's engaging GS. He's got 2 missile launches.
Yep, I see it. I see the missile launch.
Fox 3, into TWS.
I lost all of them. I'm gonna pull them back over the water.
Fox 3 again. Train cold.
He's pressing me, boys. I'm 200 over the water.
Yeah, if this doesn't hit him, I don't know what will.
Totally defensive here. You got it.
Yep. I fired one at 5 nautical miles.
Okay, I think he's off me. I'm recommitting. Something just hit the water behind me. Possible missile.
No splashes. But he turned cold.
Copy, I got him.
I got a flash of the guy at 040. Still blind now.
Okay, this guy's 17 miles. He's hot on me. He's right in front of...
you should probably turn cold, dude.
He's right in front of one of you guys.
If you know where everyone is.
Guys. Go cold. Both of you, go cold now. ET launch.
No,
I got missile.
Flares out.
I see this guy.
I'm on him too. 11 miles.
I got missile on me.
Keep flaring. I'm on him. Go for the water.
I'm hit. Fuck.
Jeez, I'm gonna go very low.
Copy that. I'm on this guy. 7 miles. Fox 3.
He's like right on top of me.
Yep, I got him.
He's popping flares. I'm
He's
right
got
next to him.
flares. He's heading south along the coastline. No, heading back towards the mountains.
Yeah, he's cold. We're both right next to each other, GS. This is good.
Yep. I got Fox 2 on him too. Fox 3 and Fox 2.
You're safe. You're 6. I'm just clearing you. You deal with this guy.
Copy that. Splash. He's out.
Roger. I don't know where the last one is. No idea. He egressed towards the mountains, but further towards the left, back there to their base almost.
Copy that. Head out over the water, okay? We're gonna regroup.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Copy that.
Save fuel? Because I'm running pretty low. Can you come up, burner?
Yep, coming up, burner. I'm fuel. I'm still pretty good though.
Right.
I'm almost full still.
I just saw a flash.
Yeah, I see him. I see him on radar.
Roger.
He's over their own base. He's close. He's inside of 20. He's flanking.
Is he hot?
No, he's flanking.
Roger.
He may have just entered a notch. Be careful.
I'm low. Very low.
Okay, you keep doing that. I'm going for the water. I'm gonna see if we can get two flanks on him.
Yeah, pressing 350 for now. Staying low.
Okay, Sunday, I got him. He's 20 miles out, bearing 000.
Yeah, I got him.
He's heading for the mountains. Sunday, you press him. I'm going high, bro.
I'm low. I'm below their SAM and up radar for now, so that he won't know I'm here.
Okay, I'll try to drag him.
I'm not getting cold. Yep. He should not know I'm here. Oh, contact on radar. I got him.
Copy that.
Got him real close. 6 nautical miles. I'm on his flank. He doesn't see me.
Copy that.
Got him locked.
I don't see you either.
He's gonna missile out. GS, that's for you.
Yep, copy that.
He's defensive. I'm pressing.
Copy that.
Got one missile out that's gonna miss, but he's in trouble.
Copy that. I'm defending. Flares out.
I'm closing in.
I have no visual on his missile launch. It's still all you. I'm totally blind.
Roger. Set his guns.
Copy that. Guns, guns.
Splash.
Good kill, good kill.
In fact, not sure if he's dead. Yes, he's dead.
Alright. Are we good? Everybody's here?
Yep.
Everybody can see? Yeah, okay. Alright. Fast forward it. That's us three. We take off. Nice formation, boys.
Kinda.
Kind of far behind.
Like a spear.
Yep, so this is the part where we send Sunday off. Sunday is going to go high, we decided.
Yeah, before we realized that you guys were heading towards the mountains.
Yep.
Wanted me to go first in, and then fire you guys, force you defensive, GS, and a little bit press, but, well, plans change.
This is interesting because they took off, and our early warning radar couldn't see them.
No.
Because I think the distance is... Yeah, the distance is also too far. So yeah, the fact that they stayed low. Looks like you guys broke your formation here. What's going on here?
Yeah, our tactic was pretty much like one guy acts as bait and two guys go into the mountains and try to sneak up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were really just
That's
trying
all
to
it
get out of
was.
your like cone for the radar.
Right, so you guys used port taxes.
Because we had to like on the link all the time and just try to like get behind you pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, so what happened? I find Tax on my radar on the far edge there. I see him.
Yeah.
That's what I called him out, 4,000 feet.
So-
I think he was at.
Okay, so
Just trying to
Sunday,
buy them.
Sunday up high could see him. Okay. Yeah, and he starts turning in. Yep, you can see it.
Then we realize where they are, and I think we go back over the water in a second. I go back out.
Oh, right here is the point where, let me drag the lines out a little bit. This is where we realized that they were probably airborne and in the mountains because it'd been too long and we still hadn't got you. So we started diverting over the water because we wanted to drag you over the water.
Sense.
Right, and then Sunday picked up the bait, which is good.
I took the bait.
Took the bait as intended.
Decided not to anyway.
Out.
And at this point, I break off and turn in and throw ECM out because I'm getting pinged. Nails.
Right, Zoho, yeah, okay, right here. Okay, so it looks like you guys separated your formation pretty wide here.
Yeah, that's to kind of switch up the bait. Like Dax pretty much followed me into the mountains as well, and Zoho just shot out and kind of gauged you guys.
Yeah, so at this
Well,
point,
Sunday
I
at
didn't
least.
know if you could see me because I wasn't getting spiked, and you couldn't TWS lock me in ECM, or so I thought.
Yeah, we had Tax and Zoho, I think. I had him anyway. I had two
You
of
had
you
him, and
for
I
1
didn't.
second.
That was the thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
had.
blind.
Yeah. So anyway, Sunday, let's look at our situation. Sunday here is the lead F-15, and I'm diving because I think at this point I had...
You had
Is
Zoho.
Zoho the first kill?
Yes.
Wow, that's surprising. You don't
You
see
had
that.
him, and I still couldn't find him. You kept calling out how close he was, and eventually I freak out, and I pop some flares there,
Yeah.
and I disengage because I'm just like, don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I-
Sunday's dropping his tanks.
That's still, actually, chain tanks, okay.
Yep.
Do pop flares eventually.
Actually,
So
nice
I
triple
was-
damage, guys. Like one's kind of medium, one's high, one's very high.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so I
15s.
was toggling ECM at this point to try and make sure that you weren't TP or trying to lock me.
Right. I had to
Did it work?
I think it doesn't work at that range.
No, not at this range.
It didn't work at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nautical, yeah.
inside of 22, I think, is when the ECM stops working. And
Yes, but I think it still prevents TWS.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I had your TWS locked here, bro.
Okay, yeah.
I think. Anyway, but there's the first launch at 10. And I was
Which is
really
decent considering
surprised.
you're high, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm defensive at this point, I think, without even being fired at. That's great.
Yes, Sunday's
Wow.
defensive. Yep, Sunday's getting the hell out of here. Looks like Nilop's doing the same. He's going to dive.
Yeah.
It's good, though, because I've engaged the front Sukhoi 27. The other two are way in the back. So non-factors at this point. So we were actually pretty safe if we had better situational awareness, which would have been hard because they're in the mountains. We can't see them. But
I think we knew we had gotten the callouts.
I don't
They
know,
were in the
man.
mountains-ish.
Dude, I got nervous here because I had two on radar and then I lost one, right? And I just had Zoho and I was like, shit, there's another guy out here somewhere, right? So I was going to quickly dust off one guy and then go defensive and try to survive that second launch. But I didn't know that he went for the mountains attacks here.
Sneaky.
So poor Zoho here, he's going to eat that.
Gets an ET off.
Yeah. It looks like he's... Are you going for a notch here, Zoho? What are you doing? You just trying
I
to go...
thought you were farther.
Uh-huh. You're trying to go cold. That sucks, bro. Mach 1.9 up the
Back
ass.
to, yeah.
Ouch.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah, so he gets his ET off. Is that on me?
No, I think that's on Nilop.
Oh yeah, it is.
No, it's on
Or
Sunday.
me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on
Good thing I
Sunday.
freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's too
out.
far though.
Yeah, this second launch is accidental. It was just taking a little too long to hit him. I thought maybe it missed. And I got that second one off. Alright, so there we go. 3 F-15 still up.
Yeah, I saw what had happened on data link, and I was like, maybe they're cold. I'm gonna try and hit him from the beam, and then
Yep.
started to push.
So this is me going defensive, expecting the second Sukhoi. I thought he'd be over here somewhere. And
Yeah, at this point, like Tax got me a call out that he's like going to engage you guys, and I just turned in to support him.
right.
I think I'm going hot because I know GS is
Yeah.
turning cold, so I want to make
Going
sure you
hot as
guys
well.
can push out.
Right.
Kind
So
of back up.
So it looks like that kill, losing their one Sukhoi, brings the other two Sukhois out to fight. And you guys come out over the flat terrain, bro. But that's good, because if you didn't do that, we would have just been at a stalemate. You guys would have stayed here. We would have stayed
Yeah, pretty
here.
much.
Yeah.
So
Gotta come out at some point, yeah.
yeah, kind of had to happen. Alright, so let's just fast forward a little bit. Okay, so at this point we got a 3-prong attack. Yep, I'm defensive again. Yeah, this is the part where I recommitted because I thought I was safe, and then right as I recommitted, I got the missile launch. And I'm dropping flares too because I thought he was way closer. And I couldn't see necessarily the second launch. I thought maybe it was an ET. I didn't have time to fucking decide, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
Flare chaff. Here comes that first missile. I think somebody... Was it Nylop or was it Sunday? One of you guys saw the launch.
Yeah, we
I
called it
saw
out.
it.
Yeah, and pressed them. Now
What's
this
the
is...
range of that one?
On what?
On the launch of the ER.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
Like
see. what-
8-ish, yeah.
At the time of launch, it was 8 nautical miles. So it's not too far, but still. If I hadn't
15's
gone
fast.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he gets a second ER off, but you spend too much time on me, which allows... Who is this? Is this Nylop doing the launching or Sunday?
I think I definitely fired at least one, if not two.
Okay, let's back this up a little bit. Oh, Nylop fired one too. Okay, nice. So the two of you have fired your missiles.
No, I think both of are by me, actually.
Sunday, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
both of yours. And anyway, so that first one's garbage. Second one, probably also garbage, I think. But it's
I fired it
enough
for like
to...
5 nautical miles. I'm surprised it didn't hit, but Tax did just, I guess,
Yeah.
outrun it.
Well, it did what it was supposed to do, and that was get him off me. So
I'm
This
supposed
whole
to get though.
time-
I
Just-
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I flew cold and kind of cranked a bit too. That helps within those 5 to 6 mile shots.
Yep,
This whole time I was seeing nothing. So
Yeah, it's just bleeding off energy pretty much.
totally blind, eh? Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, that thing's useless. But yeah, it did get him off me, which allowed me to turn around, I think, and re-engage. Or what am I doing here? Am I going for the next guy? Yeah, I think I get, I pick up Viking.
That's where I pop up, get 9 up on my EO,
Yep. Have a
get
look.
as close as I can and ET him first, but he sees it, so...
Right.
kind of
No,
follow
oh
what
yeah,
you
yeah. This is the part where, okay, so my radar screen is showing a friendly and a hostile, and they're headed right towards each other. And I called it out. I was like, yo, whoever, I was like, I can't even decide which one of you it is, but both of you just go cold right now. Right?
Nice,
whichever one of you it is, just go cold and pop flares.
Yeah, I was
And,
staying close to you, so I was like, no way. I knew where you were.
Yeah, so there he goes. And he, oh yeah, this is the part where he said he accidentally dropped chaff. Here we go. There's the flares out.
Yeah, but
Nice.
still, like, the ET is garbage, so...
Yeah. Still though. What's this?
I think
This is
that
your
ER gets him.
ER, yeah, I think that's what gets him. Oof,
Yeah, it gets
bro.
him.
2.6, man. Damn, bro. Yo, this is where you need Master J to do his
Yes.
inverted dive. Shit.
Then as soon as I killed Nylop, I just saw like you two guys come right at me at that range,
Sure.
so
Very
I was
angry.
kind of pulling as hard as I can, getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I was pressing you hard at this point, and Tax kind of made himself a non-factor. Just kind of
Yeah, get
just-
far away.
disengage a little too much.
I was still getting warnings from the missiles, I think.
Yeah,
so.
the thing didn't want
Oh.
to leave you. I could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good though, because then Sunday uses his brain and stops pressing you and presses.
No,
the
no,
thing.
I actually stay with you in formation, but I just cover you basically.
Oh, nice, wonderful. It's a good wingman right there. But yeah, so we got the two of us pressing Viking here. He's gonna go for, man. I'm surprised it didn't.
So I'm just full
Oh,
broad
yeah.
bands mode and just going
See.
defensive.
Yeah,
Pop
this
it
is what
for
I was going to
everything.
say. As you do this, the nice thing about doing this is that for a fraction of a second, you do enter a notch, and it makes the missile do its shit.
It's a good maneuver.
I was also expecting like 9Ms at that range, so just pop those.
Yeah. But yeah, that one was just to get you nose cold on me so that I could press you. I mean, I kind of thought it would hit you, but, you know, worst case scenario, I was like, it might just put him defensive.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then here we go with this. Yeah,
Then
and I
I'm just
gave
kind
you
of cranking, trying to...
Fox 2 as well, just in case. I was hoping you were going to run out of flares any minute now. And yeah, looks like you eat the AMRAM Mach
Did that one get me?
2.5.
Yeah, second one got me.
Mach 2.5, bro, up the butt. Sorry about that.
Nah, man, it's all good.
Alright, so there we go. That's 2. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, let's just head out over the water to regroup and figure out where the last guy's at. And I'm like, you know, we'll just scan over here just to make sure, because this is the direction that we last saw him heading.
Originally wanted to press because I knew you guys would have been like off me, but then I realized I'm just getting further and further away from the mountains.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I was really worried, so I extended further than GS, but eventually I also came back around.
Yeah. Okay, so you're making a run for the mountains here? That's what's going on?
Yeah. At that point, I could only press merge, I guess.
Yeah, you're kind of outnumbered too. I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't engage two F-15s over flat water like this. And then,
This is where I call it, I'm low and you go out over the water, and I'm staying treetop level at this point.
Yeah, okay, so here's what we're doing here. This was our strategy. Sunday was going to press because he could see you on radar. I couldn't. But we could tell that you were heading for the mountains. So what I was going to do was come out a little bit, climb up to 40,000, and use look down and look into these mountains. See if I could pick you out. That was the idea anyway.
Did you just cut out on my end, or was it just me?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just like muted.
Oh, sorry. That's not bad.
Just repeat like the last minute.
Yeah, maybe just repeat the last 20
Okay.
seconds.
Alright, so anyway, what happened, we'll just rewind it a little bit since you guys lost that. Here is Sunday's pressing, and I decide that I'm going to pull off into the water and go up high altitude because we could see you heading into the mountains. And what we were going to do was look down. Well, he was going to press you, and I was going to be
radar
high
off,
altitude.
I was just going to sneak up.
Yeah, and I'm going to look into these mountain crevices and see if I could find you like that. So this is why we split up here, and I went for the water, and I tried to climb a little bit.
What did you try? Is it fuel tanks?
Yeah, at that point I dropped the tanks because I forgot. I always forget, man. I'm the worst with the tanks. Terrible. But
Just
yeah.
sending taxes, man.
So here's Tax recommitting, are you?
He does eventually at least come over the crest right ahead of me and fire a missile, and that's when I see him.
I
Yeah.
picked you up on data link. I knew
Yeah,
it
at this
was
point,
bait,
yeah.
but I was trying to scan low for with the ears, see if I could get you off me with an ET or an ER, and then kill Sunday or something. But I just didn't pick him up. I was like, I'll shoot an ET as a Hail Mary, see what happens.
Yeah, so Sunday calls out the missile launch, and so there we go. There's the flares. Did that missile go for the flares by any chance?
Most
No.
likely. I mean,
Yeah, it did get
No,
so stupid
didn't go.
anyway.
No, it didn't.
Didn't at all?
Didn't give a shit about the flares.
It does.
it just ran out of
Mentioned.
energy pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so let's watch this. What's going on here? So, as you do that, goes defensive.
I think go back a bit further. This is where I launch a missile. But it just gets run into the ground because it turns defensive.
Oh, so you go radar on here, right? That's what happens. That's
Yeah.
why he's
Yeah.
dropping chaff. Yeah.
And he
Okay.
Try to go in a notch as fast as I could.
instantly just defeats it.
Yeah. Runs back in the mountains.
I knew what direction he was going, and I just reacquire.
And we got ourselves a good old-fashioned knife fight, boys. Ooh.
Too close for rockets, going for guns.
Oof. Let's slow that down a little bit.
I was gonna defend the heat, but no. Those guns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice kill. You're fast too, eh? At Mach 0.9, like if you didn't get that, you probably would have overshot a little. But damn, dude.
Confident in the F-15's guns, and I fired a lot.
No, that was dope. That was sick. All right, well, that's a hell of a way to wrap it up right there. Good shit.
Yes, so what I did was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the few fights you're gonna see Zoho be the first one to get killed. You're not gonna see that often.
I'm sure there will be many more.
All right, boys, that was sick. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Sure.
Anytime.
All right,
There.
Anytime.
all right. Peace, boys.
Peace.
Bye.
So as stated earlier, we're going to have Moltar review the TacView again with us, and he's going to come at it from a squadron and situational awareness perspective, and he's going to talk us through what was done correctly and what was done incorrectly. He is part of the 51st Squadron in DCS, which is a competitive squadron. They fly in SATAL and all these other competitions, and he's definitely in a good position to be talking about this kind of stuff and teaching us. So let's go ahead and check out the TacView with Moltar. Okay, so the situation, we got 3 Eagles here. And so that one's Sunday, this one's Nylop, and then we got 3 Sequoias way off over here. All right, and everybody just picks their own loadout and they take off. So we'll just fast forward to the actual fight. Alright, so I'll talk a little bit about our strategy here, just so you know what we're doing. Basically,
before you jump into strategy, what are the loadouts?
So I don't know what they took, but I know they have ETs, they have ERs, and I think they took 73s. I know that all of us took 6 AMRAMs and 2 Sidewinder M's.
And these are
C
C's or
variants.
B's?
Yeah, C variants.
Okay, so they're Charlies. All right.
Yep. All right, so the only thing that we were going to try to do was really not follow them into the mountains for obvious reasons.
Okay.
And so we were going to go feet wet and try to lure them out and kill them like that. And in terms of their strategy, I know what they tried to do was use one of their guys as bait. So they wanted to leave Tax out here as bait, and they were the 2 guys were gonna go into the mountains and try to sneak up on a flank or something. In the event that we came in. So that's the strategy for the 2 sides.
Okay.
So I was thinking that, you know, we could stay high instead of going low. I watched your last video where you talked about going high and going low, right? You had in order to screw up the situational awareness of the other guy, you'll see that we do it at one point. It's pretty cool, actually. It works nicely. So yeah, here we go. I got sorry, I got Sunday here, and he went high. He went up about 40,000 feet, and there was the 2 of us. We stayed together. We were still pushing out over the water here, and so I think he picks up Tax out of the side of his radar here, the bait, and what he's gonna do is turn in. So there's the 2 of us turning in because he called it out, and we're coming around. It looks like, so here's something that, like, what do you think about this? They kind of broke up into 3 different sections here. You think this is good, bad? What do you think?
On their side?
Yeah.
So,
like, if you were these, would you stay together or would you split up like this?
What ends up happening when you fly low in a situation like this is your situational awareness just goes right out the window. You can't, it becomes much more difficult to track the opposition. Do they have AWACS in this scenario?
Oh, sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, both sides have EWR.
Okay, so even with EWR, AWACS, whatever, you're low, so EWR and AWACS require a line of sight typically for you to be able to establish a data link with them. Because of that, you're flying low in the mountains. You're gimping that capability. It's also much more difficult to get situational awareness both on your own flight and the opposition. So right now, Ghost, Tax Dollars, and Viking honestly probably have no idea where each other is. I mean, they kind of have a general consensus, but
Right.
they have no idea where each other is. And because of that, it's really hard if one of them gets into the shit to be able to provide mutual support. On top of that, with them being low, they don't have a way in an emergency to convert and rapidly gain energy because they've already given away all of their altitude. So the only way for them to get energy back is by using their engines, and that is a long, slow process. So if you guys dive on them and you're high enough to be able to look over the mountains, they're out of luck, man. There's no place for them to go because you're going to have the picture you're going to have if you're able to press is so much more significant than the advantage that they're trying to give themselves by masking in the mountains that they've given away their ability to try and drive the fight in any way in their favor. They've just given you guys all of the cards. You guys have all the tools. And you're going to have to they're going to have you give them some tools in order to even pose a chance at coming back in this fight.
So you've already made your prediction on who's going to win here.
Depending on how you guys carry this and how you guys see them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so in this situation, I get the first lock. I know that Sunday here got a little scared because I called the contact out. He couldn't see him. So both of these guys were blind. I was the only one who could see two contacts on my radar initially. I think I had Tax when he was here and Zoho when he was here. So I start pressing. I lose the one guy because he obviously goes behind the mountain. And I'm diving down, right? I'm contrailing hard here. And
That's okay.
Yeah, I thought that would be dangerous, but you know, because the thing is here, I lost the second guy. I couldn't see him, so I didn't know where he was. So that kind of had me worried. I think I fired that AMRAM at what, 11 nautical?
Yeah, that's a dangerous shot.
Yeah,
for your opposition. He's in a lot of trouble in this position.
And does the ECM help him? Because he said he had his ECM on, but I think inside of this range it doesn't do anything.
No,
right?
the ECM burn through is roughly 40 kilometers.
Oh shit!
So it's not doing jack diddly at this range.
And there's that launch, and he obviously just eats it.
Yeah,
so easy.
There's no way for him to get away from that. What I would do? Are you leading the flight?
Yes.
So what I would do in this particular situation is you're sorted on your bandit. You've pushed your bandit, the guy you're firing on, to be defensive. Now, the other two were worried about this particular bandit. In this case, once you have established an offensive position and the guy you're shooting on is now defensive, I would have your two wingmen recommit and attempt to search for the guy that you lost and scan for additionals. So now you're not just kind of worried about the guy you lost. You're having your wingman, nose hot, looking for that guy. So you always want to attempt to have guys scanning for other bandits while you're in an engagement. Because right now, nobody is looking for the other two.
Yeah, exactly. So he's nose down and he's completely cold. So I'm out here with my fucking pants down, pretty much. If that's
you're in a vulnerable state. I mean, yeah, you have the advantage against the guy you're engaging, but if tax dollars were to have recommitted into you, you would be very vulnerable in the position you're in. You have some distance given where he is, but typically you want to have your wingman attempt to assist you while you're engaging in bandits. So a typical comm for us in 51st would be, if I was my lead and I was flying with a wingman, I could say 1 shooter, 2 scan for additionals. And what that means is that one is going to attack the primary threat and the other guy is going to scan for additional threats that maybe at this point are unknown. So you always want to be constantly scanning. You never want to say, this is the only threat. Even when you're the primary guy and you're engaging him, if you're not in a firing position yet and you're not close enough, it's always a good idea to even you yourself be scanning for additionals instead of just being tunnel visioned on that one particular guy.
Right.
If at all possible.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty good advice right there. All right. So yeah, you want to have the wingman do some of the scanning here, so you're not stuck out here with your pants down. The only reason I also went for this, and tell me if this is a good idea, is because I knew that as I was diving, I'm gonna have a tremendous amount of speed. I'm full burner.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, if I can hit him, if I can kill him, I can use that energy to just get the hell out of here, even if a second guy is around. What do you think the odds of that? Pretty good?
You're in a really good firing position. You have the altitude. He's low. However, if he notches your missile and somehow gets an R-77 at you that he doesn't have to guide into terminal guidance, you're pretty vulnerable because you're so fast that your ability to...
Yeah, he's a Sukhoi, man. No R-77. So I think like an ET or something. What do you think?
Oh, a Su-27?
Yeah, they're Su-27s.
Yeah,
not J-11s.
He's in a lot of trouble. I forget that I mean, you don't really know in a fight if he's a flanker or a Su-27 or a J-11. I mean, you guys had the ability to know that, but
that's a good point.
In your given position, you have a really good firing position. You're just vulnerable because of how close you are to any type of active missile that he would put in your direction.
Right. And I think you make a good point there. I don't think I would be doing this if he was a J-11. I would be worried about that R-77. I think that's definitely one of the things that made me so brave.
Well, if you were doing this and you were worried about him being a J-11, you would probably shoot that Fox 3 a little bit earlier, force him into the defensive, and then if you thought it was going to miss, you would put another one on him. People have a tendency to not utilize the weapons that they're carrying, and they always either die with them on their pylons or they return to base with missiles on their wings. And you got those for a reason. I mean, we're not utilizing taxpayer dollars, so you might as well use them. And if using them forces them to stay on the defensive, then it works in your favor.
Right. Okay, so here we go. We got that one off. That was an accidental launch. Just took a little too long to hit him. I thought it missed. And so yeah, I use that to get the hell out. Now I think as I'm doing this, Sunday turns around and he calls out tax, right? And this is why I recommit, because I know that he figured out where he was. So I'm coming back around to engage him because he called him out, and he fires an ER at me. I don't think I knew how close he really was. Let's see how close he was. 7 nautical miles. So what do you think about this launch? That's a dangerous ER at this altitude.
It can be, yeah. I mean, you're talking, what, 15 kilometers? Yeah, it's potentially dangerous. It's going to be just out of energy.
Right.
Not out of energy. It's going to be just coming off of
the burn.
Its burn stages by the time it gets close to you.
Right. Okay, so I think I disengage here. I'm going cold. I'm dropping flares because I'm not sure if he got an ET off as well. Again, not too sure where he's at. And at this situation, I called out myself as defensive. Sunday put 2 AMRAAMs on him to get him off me. Looks like he came from a altitude position here, pretty decent altitude, about 10,000. And he's going to get those 2 off. Let's see the range at that. At 5 nautical miles, actually a little bit before, so probably at around 7 nautical he fires them, or let's call that 8 nautical. Oof.
That's just DCS missile things.
Yeah. All right, so in that situation he puts him defensive and he makes a run for it, and I think this is pretty smart on Sunday's part. Instead of pressing tax dollars here, he recommits as my wingman.
Let's back up for a second. Keep back up a little bit.
Okay. Just tell me when.
Stop. Okay, so he shoots. Not this one.
Yeah, we went too
Sorry,
far.
go forward. This is the wrong engagement.
Yep. This is who we want.
There it is. Okay, so Sunday shoots. He could have had the kill here.
How so?
And the reason I say that is there was no reason for Sunday to go cold in this particular situation. He had the first AMRAAM had already made Tax Dollar go on the defensive. So he would have realized this had he been looking out of his cockpit instead of down at the sensors. Yeah, people can be more cautious. He does live here, so that's a plus. But he could have had the kill here had he continued to press and waited just a bit longer for that second AMRAAM to come off the rails.
This one, right?
Yes, because if you back up, the first AMRAAM puts Tax Dollars, forces him into a position that he can't respond to Sunday. He immediately breaks right, and at that point, Sunday needs to realize that the bandit is defending. I need to press.
What do you think the chances are that he's scared there's another Sukhoi hanging around over here somewhere? You think that's like I don't he didn't explain that part to me when he was online. But I think
zoom out.
I think we don't have very good situational awareness of where Viking was at the time. So we were still scared that there's a second Sukhoi out here. What do you think about that?
Depends on how he's scanning. I mean, it's always a possibility. I mean, what I'm saying here is he had the potential to get a kill. It's not bad that he didn't get it. He lives, which is definitely a positive.
And here we are making that same mistake that you said. We got 2 guys cold and 1 guy pressing. So exact same mistake as before.
It's not, I won't say it's a mistake. It's not necessarily a mistake. It just lessens your combat effectiveness.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. So, there he goes. He's out of there. Nylop's here. What happens next? So, yeah, he's going to join up on me. And I think that's kind of bad on our part. The communication kind of fell apart here. And Nylop ended up pressing by himself pretty far from us.
That's okay. You have depth to your formation now. That's all right.
Yeah, you don't want to keep it like a tight formation.
And 9 nautical miles isn't that far.
Fair enough. And then, so here we go. So I think he gets picked up on EO. And at this point, what happened was, it was actually really cool because I was scanning with my radar and I could see on my radar a friendly. And I didn't really know where Sunday was. So all I saw was a friendly and then a hostile in front of them. And they were like closing fast. And I just called it out on radar. I was like, yo, both of you guys just turned cold, right? And because I didn't know which one of them it was. And as he turns cold, that ET already comes off and then the ER. So it was just a little too late on calling that out for him. I don't know why he didn't see him on his own radar. Maybe he was scanning too high or something.
Possibly.
And he ends up getting killed with an ET. Not enough flares.
Well, he got hit. The ER killed him.
Oh, did it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
the ER got him.
The ER killed him. But we back up to this, and it comes down to altitude again. That if he would have come in with higher altitude, he has the ability to convert that altitude into energy, and ups the chances of him successfully evading that ER.
Like he gave up his altitude here for basically no reason.
And on top of that, being low significantly lessens your ability to scan for threats. Your radar scanning is not nearly as efficient when you're scanning low like this. I mean, if you look at the terrain, it makes it a lot easier for opponents to hide in terrain, and your scanning has to be spot on in order to find potential threats. And I think a big part of this was he just wasn't looking in the right direction. I mean, he's not. Viking is slightly off bore to where Nylop's looking. And I think it's right about now. He's realized, because he's gotten a missile warning as the ER came off the rail from Viking, that he's done made a mistake. And when you're that close, you're not going to outrun an ER when you're that close. Anything inside 10 kilometers, you're not going to get away from it. So your best bet is to get into a notch instead of trying to run away.
Right. Yeah. Mach 0.9. All right, solid impact there. So in this next part, I saw the launches, right, from the 2 ERs and the ETs, so I knew where I was looking. I came in, fired off that 120C. And
he notches it.
Right, because of this turn, right, there's a fraction here where he manages to get a notch, right? That's what's happening here in the turn. Like right here is the notch, and then the chaff makes that missile go down.
I mean, he kind of got lucky there.
Yeah.
that missile didn't carry on. But he did notch it to an extent. But you guys have forced him on the defensive, and he's in a world of trouble at this point. So regardless if he notches him, I mean, when you notch, yes, it's a positive, but when the guy shooting in the engagement has such an altitude advantage, and I know we keep going back to altitude,
yeah,
it's really difficult to combat that, because when you notch, you're not nose hot on the opposition anymore. You are in a full defensive tactic in order to not get hit by whatever's coming in at you. And on top of that, when you're low and the guy that's shooting at you is high, it's really hard to be able to get him on radar, because you got a big area to scan. You got to scan up in the azimuth, and it's really difficult, or a lot more difficult in my opinion, than scanning from high to low. So when you're the shooter and you're high, you have all the advantages, with the exception of it's really difficult to notch. But on the flip side of that coin, you have the energy advantage because of your positioning. So I think you guys, when you came into that fight against Viking, you were in a really good position. Your first missile forced him to defend, and then the second missile killed him, just like what Sunday was trying to do in his first engagement.
Right. All right, so last situation here, I called out that we were going to try to push out over the water because I wanted to regain situational awareness, and I thought the water would be safe because I highly doubted that a lone Sukhoi would follow us over the water. As I make the turn, I'm like, maybe I'll just check over here, because like that's kind of where I thought he would be. And as I do that, I don't see him, but I think Sunday does a little bit later down the road. Yeah, right here is where I think Sunday sees him, and then he goes radar off, and he's extremely low, and he's pressing. And I was going to come over the water, gain some altitude so I could get a nice little look at what's going on. He calls him out for me, that he sees him, and he fires off an AMRAAM, I think here. So he calls out a launch for me, a missile launch. I obviously know that it's on me because, well, there's only 2 F-15s, right? So I break defensive. I'm blind at this point. That's what's going on. I'm blind. I couldn't pick him up. So I just defend. Flares and chaff, because I don't know if it's ET or, I mean, I thought it was an ER or an ET or something. I don't know. I just dropped everything. I hit the panic button. I just made a run for it. He fires off an AMRAAM that ends up hitting the side of a mountain. And at this point, I think Tax realized what was going on, that he was getting pressed, so he ran back into the mountains. But it was a little late. And Sunday just puts guns on him here. What do you think about that turn reversal there? You think it was a good idea?
From tax dollars?
Yeah. Like right here. I'm not sure he had any other options.
How fast was tax dollars going? Can you back up? What was his energy state? He's dead.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot of getting. I mean, he dies to an AIM-9. He definitely dies from an AMRAAM. There's no getting away from that. So the only thing he could do is try to force the merge. But on the flip side of that, Sunday got really lucky. because he followed tax dollars over the ridgeline when he lost line of sight with him. And really, that's not something you want to do because you don't know where your opponent is at that point. You don't want to be the first guy over that ridge when you have opposition on the other side of it. You typically would want to reset, get altitude, and then look over it so that you're at a far enough away position that you can defend a weapon. But with Sunday's position, if he came over that and somehow tax dollars was nose hot on him or within 45 degrees for a 73 to come off the rally, Sunday just would have died. So ideally, Sunday got lucky in two ways. One, he was over the hill, the first one over the hill, with a bandit that was just on the other side. And two, he was really, really low. Ideally, in that situation, again, you want to be high so that the terrain becomes a non-factor, so that you're just looking over it and using your aircraft's ability with its look-down, shoot-down radar to be able to find the opposition and then use a standoff weapon to be able to take them out.
Right. Awesome. That's it. That's
if I'm being critical.
No, that's dope. That's what we need, man. Because like this squadron tactics and like how to do these multiple ship flights, it's a whole different ball game. So it's nice to have somebody who's got that experience come and talk through it. So that's awesome. Like none of those things I knew. I learned all of that as you were talking.
All good.
So that's dope. Yeah, man. So awesome. Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, of course.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for me and Moltar here. That's the end of the video. I know it was a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. We did try to jam pack it with a whole lot of information, so I hope it wasn't too much for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.